Hello, good morning. Welcome to our channel Yushi Talks. And today we have some sensational news coming in from media house CBS, which has suspended two TV executives after they were accused of saying a black anchor was live jive talking, another was too gay for Philadelphia, and firing a female host on her debut. We have some more details around this news, hence, please watch the complete video and also subscribe to my channel if you haven't done it so far. So, let's get started. CBS announced on Monday that it had suspended two senior executives after they allegedly created a hostile work environment using racist and sexist language within the media company. Peter Dunn, the 61-year-old president of CBS Television, and David French, senior vice president news, were both placed on administrative leave, the network said. CBS said that the pair were suspended pending the results of a third party investigation into issues that include those raised in recent Los Angeles Times report. On Sunday, LA Times catalogued a litany of complaints about Dunn and his close associate friend. Despite a shakeup at other branches of CBS in the light of 2018 accusations of sexual harassment and abuse against Lee Moons, chair and CEO from 2003, Dunn's division remained a hotbed of complaint, the paper said. They reported that female employees at CBS local stations alleged that Dunn and friend cultivated a hostile environment that included bullying female managers and blocking efforts to hire and retain black journalists. The television station in Philadelphia was seen as particularly problematic despite the best efforts of Brian Kennedy, who since April 2015 attempted to improve the environment. Kennedy was fired by Dunn in July 2019. In Philadelphia, Dunn repeatedly used the word jive to describe the work of an anchor, Uki Washington, and used phrases that described the journalist as dancing on air. Washington was singled out for criticism from Dunn, which Kennedy felt was unfair. Dunn asked the head of newsroom, Margaret Cronin, whether one of the anchors used under consideration was too gay for Philadelphia. Cronin said that she was startled but responded that Philadelphia can handle it. The team trialed in 2015 Brooke Thomas, a TV news anchor from Oklahoma who was then working in Dallas. The news morning show launched in April 2016, but Dunn and friend were unimpressed. Despite rave reviews from the rest of the newsroom, Dunn rang Cronin immediately after the show to complain about Thomas. It was just immediate screaming on the phone, not constructive criticism, just venom and profanity, Cronin said. He screamed, "Tell her to shut up." In reference to Thomas, I was flabbergasted. Have never witnessed that type of behavior in workplace. Friend followed up with an email also reviewed by the Times. Can you please her to stop shouting, stop talking in a fake southern accent, and stop sucking the air out of the show, Friend wrote. In October 2016, Dunn and Friend ousted Thomas. Cronin left the company the following summer. Corporate HR was well aware of the behavior and did nothing to stop it, Cronin, now 56, said. I no longer could tolerate a culture in which I was expected to defend corporate decisions that I found offensive. Dunn refused to comment on the allegations in the LA Times. Friend said, I believe that I and our stations have a strong track record of hiring, supporting, and placing women and BIPOC journalists in important roles as anchors, reporters, and news directors. These comments I have made about our employees or prospective hires were only based on performance or qualifications, not about anyone's race or gender. The National Association of Black Journalists on Monday said some of its officers had met with CBS executive on Sunday evening, including CBS CEO George Cheeks and Marva Smalls, the company's executive vice president and global head of inclusion, to discuss what the organization called a massive problem among CBS owned and operated stations. We aren't satisfied with lip service. We don't want promises that things will change, said Ronald S. Martin, NABJ's vice president of digital, in a statement. We are heartened by our discussion with George and Marva that there will be real, substantial, substantive changes at CBS to ensure that it's a welcoming place for black and other journalists of color to work, rise, and succeed. So that's all we have in today's news in regards to CBS suspending two top executives. Please continue to watch this space for more details and also subscribe to my channel. Thank you for being with me so far. You have a wonderful day ahead. Bye bye.